Up next, what to consider when you require legal services.
The workforce is ever evolving, and workplaces must keep up. Remote jobs are disappearing, and employers are requiring employees to return to the office. But with less training than ever and more technical skills required, many are being left unprepared for new roles.
The workplace is always going through a lot of change, and right now is no exception. One trend I have seen is gender discrimination. I think that women are understanding with some of the pay transparency that we're seeing how much less they're being paid than their male counterparts for doing the same job. The second one that we're seeing is an uptick in retaliation. I think as employees are feeling more emboldened to speak out to their employers, we're seeing the backlash by the employer of retaliation. We know that we've been working remotely and now employees are returning to work. We know that the laws are now requiring employers to provide more transparency in pay so that it's easier for employees to understand if they're being paid fairly. There's also the issue of technology and how people are going to keep up with technology and how that's going to shape our world.
At Abrolat Law, fighting for your rights is more than a job. It's a mission. With top-tier legal strategies and tenacious persistence, their team is committed to delivering results that make a difference.
I chose to go into employment law because it impacts all of us. I work with my clients and educate them about their rights. I empower them to stand up, and we work together to hold their employer accountable and to change that workforce if we can, so the next employee doesn't go through what my client went through. We handle all aspects of employment litigation, sexual harassment, discrimination, retaliation, whistleblower cases, as well as wage and hour. We like to talk carefully to the client about what their goals are. We then use my defense background to create the best strategy to make sure that we can achieve that goal for that client.
People do not reach out to law firms or attorneys. They feel like there's a problem, but maybe they're not sure. But the key thing is that if you feel like there's a problem, you should seek legal advice. It does not mean that you're hiring an attorney or you're filing a lawsuit. It just means that you are becoming aware and being knowledgeable of what exactly is going on. And the best thing is to get all your questions answered and understand what your options are. For us, making a difference isn't just about winning cases. It's about empowering clients to reclaim their lives and creating better workplaces for the future.
I've been working with Abrolat Law for the past couple of years on a workplace violence related case. I did not feel that I had the support or the means to be able to carry this myself, but Nancy and her team had helped navigate through this with me along the way to make sure that I can get through it and continue to get the support that I need.
I was looking for someone who's going to be sensitive, someone who's going to represent me in a way that I need to be represented, someone who could walk me through this process and hopefully succeed. I chose Abrolat Law because when I initially spoke with her, she seemed like she was very concerned, and in fact, she represented me on 2 cases, and both were very successful. Both were really challenging, really emotional, life-changing, so I would definitely recommend her, and I have.
What I was looking for was to set the record straight. My reputation as a professional and as a person has been attacked and tarnished. I wanted representation to prevent this from happening to anybody else ever.
Abrolat Law believes education is the key to change. By empowering clients and the public with knowledge, they ensure rights are understood, protected, and upheld, because everyone deserves to be judged on their merits, not stereotypes or misconceptions.
If you're thinking about bringing a lawsuit, the number one thing I would recommend is to go and start talking to some attorneys. The 2 things that I think would be very important in finding the attorney that's right for you is, first, that they know what they're doing, that they're competent and they're good at it. It's also important that you have an attorney that you feel comfortable with, somebody that you trust. I spend time talking to my clients about what that litigation would look like and what the steps would be, so they have a fuller understanding of whether they want to go forward with it. I give them examples of what have happened to other clients to also give them an idea.
Abrolat Law has had my back 100% from start to finish.
They listened, they paid attention, they asked questions. They made me feel like I mattered.
To learn more about employment law and your rights, visit Abrolat Law's website at employlawla.com. Or you can watch this segment again at thebalancingAct.com.